If you do it enough times, you'll get better and you'll find some patterns along the way. I'm Dom Jackson, David A. Media, and this is the 7 Day Scoop Show, my weekly show where I document the process of me building my career and decisions that I make along the way. If you have a venture you're trying to pursue, this is where you use my stories and lessons to help motivate you. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Another great week this week with the sales team. Last week was the first week of me actually finishing, hitting the goal to go towards the next saga of growth for the next part of the position, basically technician training, so that's super cool. And, you know, it's interesting seeing the difference sales-wise. Like, as you get better, you can see when you're doing things wrong. I think it's super awesome. A lot of the books I've read and like things I've heard about talk about different stages of learning, and it's like you don't know. The first one is like unconscious competence, then conscious incompetence. So it's like you don't know anything, then 2 is like you don't know, then 3 is like you know, and then 4 is like you are, or something like that. That's a very loose explanation, but the basis of it is as I do more reps, and this goes for anything else you guys are doing too, training wise, you kind of go through your process and be like, oh, I should have did this instead of doing that. And like, oh, you knew to do this, but you couldn't do it fast enough, you know? I had a customer that was trying to get something done, and people kind of fall into 3 different patterns as far as like pitch speed wise, who you got to give it to them. Because somebody comes like, yo, cut the BS, give me the deals. Like, that's kind of how I am too, because when you do something sales-wise, you know they have to give you an entire presentation and so on. There's a whole lot of stuff that comes with it because it's designed to get you in the spot to receive the message so you can make the decision to buy or not buy. But when you know that, it's like, cool, I don't want the magic, I just want the information. So those people come in like, hey, give me this. And when you give them the wrong version of what they want, they don't want anything. So I had somebody who came in with like, yo, he's giving me the deets. I should have just gave him the price, the highest price and the lowest price. So he had an idea, and I'm like, yo, go on your way. But I went through the whole song and dance like I would normally, and it didn't work out that well. So like, yes, I know the answer, but I didn't act fast enough. And the second group of people is normal people that just like, they come in, cool, you would just give them the regular spiel, and either works or doesn't work. And the last group is like people that are like very much not in the space at all, like almost like have no idea, and you have to really make sure you're really emphasizing everything and allowing them to understand each part and able to like reiterate anything they need to. So like, fast pace, medium pace, and then slow pace. But knowing where you are in the realm of who you're talking to is part of the game of what you do. Another life thing with being sales, being like a sport almost, you really have to make sure you're in the right mental state, because you won't sell as well when you're tired or whatever. So this week, it was my birthday this week, and Chris came down, so I had a bunch of fun hanging out, meeting some friends, hanging out with some old friends. It was a great time. And one of the things that like I saw was just like the change of how much tired, how energy I had, how my like pace of doing things was when had a couple of drinks, up late, talking, having a great time. But then how that was on the work side. So just like understanding that like when you're on a certain groove, on a certain path line, you're gonna have to put some more energy on one side than the other side, and then being okay with the other side of that is. Like, I didn't even train as much as I normally do, and I'm like itching now. So that's something that I really try to make sure people understand, the work-life balance thing, or whatever it is. It's like, it's relative to you, and it's relative to you in that moment. And really just being like, hey, like, I chose this. I'm okay with the consequences everywhere else. And really be able to do that over and over again. And I think through my whole entrepreneur journey and where the fuck I am right now, definitely one of the biggest things is like, okay, bro, like, you're doing this now, this is going somewhere else. Because now, like, I'm about to be going, and this next week, I'm going ham as far as where I'm allocating my work energy to offset all the non-work energy for last week, which is great. But like now I'm like coming a little more robotic on that side. So it's a give and take always, and you just kind of find what works best for you. But yeah, you know, every single Monday you guys are getting these videos, so I would appreciate you guys watching. As always, take it one step at a time and get there day by day.